Hey everyone, I'm Kellianne Jordan. I am a wedding and portrait photographer on the West Coast, and I'm also a marketing and business coach for photographers. So today we are going to talk about how to use your slow season to change your business. I know that a lot of people have been talking about how do we book more business in January, February? How do we make more money? Well, there are ways that you can do that, but right now I want to talk about that being something maybe you don't want to do. I know for me, I do work during January, February, but I also try to take this time to focus on the backside of my business and to make sure that I am ready to really book out everything from March to December, or really March to November, because I take December off. The thing about January, February, I think it's a really special time to pause as a business owner and reflect on what you're doing and where your business is going. It's a really good time to look at your numbers from last year. And by numbers, I don't mean your pricing. I mean, looking at your books, look at where your profit really came from and how much you made per hour of work. Because sometimes you're gonna find that you've been making $10 an hour, and we really wanna get you up into the $50 to $100 range. We want you making money, or more than that, really. We want you making money. I want you to have a profitable business, and you can follow the numbers and you can pivot your business to focus on what you're actually profiting on. For me, weddings have been my bread and butter for years, but a few years ago, I looked at my numbers and was like, oh my gosh, I am making way more money shooting smaller family sessions than I am working on weddings. And I charge quite a bit for my wedding photography, but it just wasn't as profitable because of all the time that was poured into it. So you really have to look at those numbers and see where you need to pivot your business. And then look at your pricing. Those pricing guides that you send out, they should be filled with information about who you are and what you do, but should also be really clear to the buyer of how much they're gonna spend and what they're gonna get. Make sure that the pricing really reflects what you are worth so that you can really make a profit in your business. Okay, let's talk about some other ideas for this time. One of my favorite things to do is personal projects. I don't know about you, but as a creative, I can get a little bit bored with doing the same thing over and over again. Now, that's what my clients expect. They want the same thing over and over again, and I love working with them, and it's really exciting. Every project is fun. But I know as an artist, I have some things that I want to work on too. And right now is the time that I have to relax, breathe, and be creative. So I get to work on all these personal projects that I've been putting off. Now that's not necessarily photography, it can be art or whatever. It literally can be anything that you want it to be, but work on something personal. This is your time. This is a really special time to reflect on your life and look at where you can make changes and be better as a person and as an artist and as a photographer. On that, you can also work on your photography. You can take classes to learn photography in new ways that is going to better your photography and your product that you're giving to your client. Another thing is looking at your style and your how you're editing and how you are making everything cohesive. And this is a really interesting thing because I think a lot of people just edit things and they don't necessarily look at how their style is being represented as a whole, but you really do want everything to look the same. You want your clients to know that when they come to you, they get this thing. If you have images that are dark and moody and then you have these light and airy ones, nobody's going to know what they're buying from you, and it's going to be really hard to book clients because they're not going to know what they're going to get. So my suggestion is to really look at your style, figure out what you want and figure out how to get it. If that means purchasing presets and then learning how to use them, great. I have a set of presets. I have 8 presets and a course that goes with them. My goal is to make sure that you not only have a basis for your style, and I have 8 different fine art presets from light and moody to film to dark, or from light and airy to dark and moody and film and everything in between, as well as some black and white things. I also have a course that goes with it, a video course to teach you how to create this on your own, how to use the sliders and everything in Lightroom, and then how to create a style that is unique to you and create your own preset, because that's my goal. I want you to be the artist. I want you to be in charge. I don't want you copying what other photographers are doing. I want you to create something from your soul, because that, once you create that, that's gonna draw people in. They're gonna see this light and this energy coming from you through the amazing, beautiful work that you are so passionate about, because you have created it. And that's the whole point. So definitely get your style under control. Find that preset course. I'll put a link in here. But that is a huge thing that you can do, is just learn how to use presets and how to create a style that is unique to you. Okay, then you can build your portfolio right now too. You can go out and work with friends. You can do these styled shoots that you've been putting off. You can really spend this time building your portfolio and making your photos 10 times better than what they are now. It's a really exciting time, you guys. Another thing to work on is fixing your website. I know a lot of photographers have trouble with the tech and they actually put this off. If you can update your photos in your portfolio twice a year, that's really best, because then you can sit down and focus and be like, okay, the last 6 months, what's the best? Okay, let's put those up and switch out the old ones that aren't as good. This is a really great time, if you can only do it once a year, to sit down, find your most amazing images, the ones that you are truly passionate about and that people love, especially on like Instagram. That's a good signal of like, hey, people like these ones, everyone's following this one. Put those on your website, guys. Go ahead and update those photos. I also want you to take a peek at your wording, your copywriting on your website, as well as the flow of your website. How are people communicating with you and your business? Are they clicking on things? Is it easy to find what you want to find? This is really important. I do have a website conversion course as well as an SEO course if you are interested in learning what it takes to have a website that makes people want to talk to you, okay? We get people subscribing to our newsletter all the time. I constantly get inquiries from my website because it's set up to help people communicate with me and help them click an action, and be in my system, okay? It is set up for that. And there's a really easy way to do it, but it's all in the course, so I'll do that. I know right now we've actually been working with a ton of photographers to do their website design for them. It's really fun. I've really enjoyed that process. I only do it January through March in my slow season. This is my extra thing, one of the extra things I do as a creative. This is sort of a personal project for me because I love helping photographers grow their businesses however I can. It is my true passion. I love it more than photography, you guys. Don't tell my clients, but I do. I love helping you guys. I love working with photographers. And we've actually been helping photographers take their business, and I start branding with them. So this goes beyond colors and logo. It's about explaining who you are as an artist and figuring out what makes you special and why people should buy from you over somebody else, and then turning that around and helping them understand it, internalize it, and then buy from you. That's what we do in branding. And I personally interview people and I take that information, I do all the copywriting for the websites, and then I turn it into something beautiful that really represents your style and who you are personally. So it's really fun. If you want to talk about website design, give me a holler. I will help you out. Again, I only do it for 3 months out of the year, so you do need to get on it. But website design really has become a big passion of mine because I don't necessarily love the tech of it. I'm not a tech person, but I love the creativity behind it, and I love helping my photography students grow. And this is a huge aspect of their business, of your business. So in that, look at your website, see if you can make the changes on your own, and go for it. Make the changes to make sure that people can really talk to you and find out more about what you're doing and get excited about you. And then let me know if you need help. Okay, the other things that you can do, oh my gosh, there's so many. I have a whole list. You can learn better photography techniques. So I don't know if I said that already, but you can go out and grow your business through learning new photography techniques and making sure that you understand how to light, how to pose, how to use locations correctly. I mean, there are so many things that you can learn as a photographer just to grow in your own personal exploration of photography. So I do encourage you to take this time to do that. Okay, but here's the thing. The number one thing that you can do during your slow season to grow your business is, drumroll please, marketing. Guys, this is the time. I want you to take a look back at this last year and see what has worked, what has brought you in clients, and how can you put more money into that or more time into that to bring in more clients. That's gonna look different for everyone. We all have different personalities, which means we market in different ways. So what works for me might not work for you, which is why I teach 18 different ways of marketing in my Profitable and Happy course, because I want you to touch on a couple things that are true to you. Now for me, I have seen the most growth through Google and Facebook marketing, through paid advertising. I love those. I think it's truly the most amazing way to market your business if you do it correctly. There is a way to do it and a way not to do it, but that can be really beneficial. And so for me this next year, I've been booked out, guys, I've been completely booked out all through December, and now I'm booked out to what I want, so it's like half of what I normally shoot in January, Feb, but that's all I want to do because I focus on all this other stuff I'm talking about. But I have done that completely through Facebook groups. I have paid advertisements in some of the moms, in one mom's group in particular, and then I go in all the moms groups and I talk to people and hang out in there. That's a really great way to use Facebook without paying for anything. But I know that come spring, I want to be completely booked out. And the only way to do that is to start working on my Facebook ads now and to get those rolling so that I can actually be booking March and beyond and be completely booked out. So that's my marketing plan. I do a lot of other stuff too, but specifically that's how I know if I put $1 in, I'll get 2 back. That's what I want you to find, and then figure out what that is and then start working on it. How can you do marketing in a new way this year that's going to bring in more clients? So marketing, this is your time. You have to figure out your marketing plan right now, because as soon as you get busy, you're not going to do it. So take the time right now in your slow season and work on your marketing. Okay, I gave you a ton of ideas how to use your slow time, but really essentially I want you to understand that your slow season is a blessing. It might feel painful that you're not making money, but it's really a blessing because you can slow down, you can reflect, you can be an artist, you can be creative, and you can really work on your client communication. Did I mention that? Make sure that your client communication and your client experience are really, really clean and beautiful so that when people book with you, they have the most amazing experience. You guys, this is your time. This is the time for you to fix everything, to organize your business, to archive photos and clean up your raw digitals and throw away what you don't need and archive the other ones. Like, you can do so much during this time, but this is the time that's going to set you up for the rest of the year. If you get organized and you get proactive now, you are going to see the results come spring. Okay? It's really, really exciting. What I like to do is make sure that when I'm booking my fall season, whatever I book needs to pay for these 2 months, January, February, for me to not make any money, okay? And just in case. Now, like I said, I book out about halfway in these months, but just in case, I want to know that I have the money set aside to cover my expenses and that I can take a break and focus on this list of ideas that I've just given you, because this is your time. It's really exciting, okay, to have this time off, and I really want you to grasp how beneficial this can be for your business. Try not to get overwhelmed by the fact that you're not making money right now. You will make money. You will make more money soon if you focus on your business now. All right, you guys, good luck in 2022.